Hello everybody, today we are going to learn Sinus and Kosinussatz. In English they said sinus rule and cosinus rule. So it's actually very easy. We have the formulas. Let's look at the triangle first. Let's say we have allgemeinen Dreieck, so any triangle. And then we have to name them, right? Let's say this side is A, this side is B. So actually I could have done this before, but I want to do it with you to learn. Let's say this is C now. Now I need to name my angles also. A, let's say this side is alpha and this side is beta, and those are all Greek letters, and this side is gamma, let's say. Okay. And I need to name my sides, okay? The red ones are the points, okay, and the red ones, the black ones are the points, the red ones are the angles, and let's use the green ones. So we name the sides by corresponding point. For example, look at it. This point is A. The corresponding side is opposite of this. We say it the side of A. And we show it with small letters. Okay, not the capital one. And then this side is gonna be B, and then this side is going to be C. From now on, for every single question, I am going to use this triangle for Sinus and Kosinussatz, the rules. However, you may get confused when you use the Sinus and Cosinus rules. You can use the Sinus and Cosinus rules for all triangles. However, do you remember Zatzos Pythagorean theorem? You can only use the Pythagorean theorem when you have a right triangle, okay? If you want to use your Zatzos Pythagoras, you have to have a, what is it called in English? So Rechtwinkeldreieck. Okay, now you can use the Zatzos Pythagoras. Let's name it again, A. Let's say here is B, and then here is C, and then it's up to you. How do you name it? Now it's going to be A, but we always learn that this side is C, right? Then I will name it again. Just go back. Go. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's name it now. This is C, and then this is A, and then this is B, and this side is going to be small b, and then A, and then C. Now you can use the Zatzos Pythagoras by doing A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. And we know that where is it coming from actually? It's coming from, we have so squares over here, right? Those are coming from the area actually, right? So the B squared here, A squared here, the areas, and it's equal to, think that there's a square over here, it's equal to C square area. So far so good. So you can't use Zatzos Pythagoras for this triangle because it is not Rechtwinkeldreieck. Okay, let's move on to the questions. Question number 1A. You know what? We need to decide when are we going to use the Sinussatz, when are we going to use the Kosinussatz. Okay, let's go to the question. So, question 1A. What it says A is equal to 5/9 centimeter, and then alpha is going to be 37, and then beta is going to be 98. What it says, berechne jeweils die fehlende Größen des allgemeinen Dreieck. Okay, let's find all other stuff. First of all, what I need to do, as I always, I need to use this. Let's copy it right over here. I am going to use this always. Let's see. What do I know? Let's write it down with, okay, use another blue. What do I know? I know the A, which is equal to 5.9 centimeter. What I know else? So alpha is 37 degrees, right? I forgot the degree sign over here. And then the beta is 98 degrees. I always forget the degree sign. Now, what can I use over here? Let's see, can I use the Kosinussatz? What the Kosinussatz says, the cosinus rule says, let's look at one of the fehlende here. Let's say, which one is the fehlende? B. if you want to find the b by using the cosinus, b squared is going to be equal to, right, a squared. I know this. And then c squared. I do not know this. Minus 2 times a times c, and then cosinus beta. So that means I cannot use the Kosinussatz here. Okay. You know why? Because I don't know the c, right? Let's look at the Sinussatz. Sinussatz says, if you know one of the angle over here and then an opposite side, so this sinus alpha over a, I know them both. Okay, what else? Sinus beta, I know it, and then over b. Okay, sinus alpha over opposite side, 5 over 9 centimeter, which is alpha is 37, right? Instead of alpha, I can write it down 37, which is 37. Okay, and then sinus beta, which is sinus 98 degrees, and divided by b, which is I do not know. I think you remember the Bruchgleichung. Yeah, I can multiply by both sides 5 over 9 times b, right? When you multiply both sides by 5.9 times b, b is going to cancel from here, and then 5.9 is going to cancel from here. Then let's write it down what's going to be over there. So here is going to be sinus 37 degrees times b, and then here is sinus 98 degrees times 5.9. To find b, what I need to do, divide it by, so I do not have space here. Okay, let's go divided by sinus 37 degrees. So then b is gonna be sinus 98 degrees times 5.9 divided by sinus 37 degrees. How I am going to calculate it, I'm not going to calculate it, you can do it by your own, by using the calculator. Okay, because, you know, we do not know what is sinus 98. We do not know what is sinus 37. We only know what? 45, 45, right? 30, and then 60, and then 90. And the multiple of those, for example, times 5, we know 150. But we do not know what is 98, what is 37. Who knows? Of course, calculator. Just type in your calculator and get the B. So question number 1A is done. You know what I'm going to do? I will do the question number 2. What it says, question number 2A. I'm just going to do every single questions.
Option A. All right. Alpha is 17.7 centimeter. Beta is equal to 20 degrees. And then gamma, look at my gamma. Anyway, gamma is 13 degrees. What it says? Beräkna the jämnaste felen på gåsen. Okay.
First of all, what I need this triangle, right? Oops, this triangle I need it. Copy. And then come back here. Paste. And let's write it down what I know. What do I know? I know alpha, which is, wait a second, alpha. Then it should be A. It says 7 centimeter here, right? It's not alpha. Anyway, it's typing mistake. And then this is A. Okay, A is equal to 17.7 centimeter. Beta is 20 degrees. And then gamma is 13 degrees. Again, Kosinussatz or the Sinussatz. I know only one side and then two angles. Which one is going to work? Of course, the Sinussatz. Try, let's look at the Kosinussatz. For example, let's look at it for C now. You're trying to find the C. it says, what is the formula says? C squared is equal to A squared. Oh, I know. B squared, I don't know. That means I can't find it. But when you use the sinus, what does the sinus says? Okay, sinus alpha divided by this, and then sinus beta divided by b, which is, I do not know both. What I am going to use here? Alright everybody, here is the tricky part. So we thought a lot and we couldn't find which one are we going to use, right? You know why? Because we can find a third angle over here. How? Very easy. So what is the interior triangle? Add up the sum interior triangle. It's 180, right? When you add them up. So we have 13 degrees and then we have 20 degrees and then we do not have alpha. Can I find the alpha? Of course. Minus 13 minus 20. So it's gonna be 180 minus 20 minus 13, which is alpha. Then this is equal to 147. Now which one I can use it? I know this angle and then I know the corresponding side. So I know this angle and I don't know the corresponding sides. I can use the sinus. So we always use the Kosinussatz, but okay, let's use the sinus. So sinus 145 degrees divided by, divided by 17.7 centimeter is equal to, which one you want to find? It doesn't matter. So you can do it like sinus beta to B or sinus gamma to C. It's up to you, and you can find the other sides. I will do it sinus 20 degrees divided by B. Again, bruchgleichungen, you know how to do this. Multiply by 17.7 times B. When you multiply both sides by this, what is it? What is left here? Sinus 145 degrees times B is equal to sinus 20 degrees times 17.7. So B is divided by sinus 145 degrees. So B is equal to sinus 20 degrees times 17.7 divided by sinus 145 degrees. Who's gonna do this? Of course, the calculator. Alright, let's move on to 3a. 3a. What it says again? Question number 3 says A is equal to 6.1 centimeter, B is equal to 7.5 centimeter, okay, and then gamma is equal to 104 degrees. What I need to sketch this this triangle, right? I sketch this, and then I write it down all the informations we are given. What rules I am going to use? Sinus rules or cosinus rules? So I only know one angle. I cannot use sinus rule, okay? What rules I can use? Only the cosinus rule. So in another word, if you know two sides and the angle between them, you can use the cosinus rule. Okay, what the cosinus rule says? So I know B and then I know A and I don't know the side of C, right? I can find it by using the cosinus rule. Let's write it down. This just, you know what? You can look at your formula, but you can write it out by your own. So C squared I do not know, right? Then what are left? A and B. It doesn't matter which one you write first, B or A, just write it down. A squared plus B squared. And then minus 2, again these two letters, A and B. So what is the thing I didn't use it? The cosinus times cosinus 104 degrees. What you need to do, type in your calculator. So you are going to get C squared is equal to 115.59583534. So this is C squared. I'm looking for C, right? So square root both, and then C is going to be, when you look at your calculator, it says 10.7515, whatever, but let's round it up, 10.8 centimeter. Is this okay? Yeah, let's write it down. C is equal to 10.8 centimeter. Now I know all three sides. I know this side, and this side. And then I know one of the angle. What I need these two angles, right? What rules I can use? Of course, sinus rule. I am going to do it over here because we need to see how the sinus rule is working. So I hope this space is enough for me. Let's write it down, the sinus rule. So sinus 104 divided by C. I know it, I know this, and I know that. Sinus beta, I don't know. And then I know the B side. It's gonna work. We have only one variable, so we can do it. Let's write it down, the sinus rule then. So we said sinus 104 degrees divided by the C, which is 10.8 centimeter, is equal to, let's write it down, sinus beta, we do not know the beta, and divided by 7.5 centimeter. I'm not going to write it down the centimeter now. I will write it down later. So it's making me more work. Okay. What I need to do, remember the bruchgleichungen now? Bruchgleichungen. So multiply both sides. 10, I say 10 and write 18. New style. 10.8 times, so you have to multiply both sides, 10.8 and 7.5. So when you multiply it, so those are going to cancel out each other. What is that? This and this left this in this side. So let's write it down. Sinus 104 degrees and then times 7.5 is equal to, and this side is sinus beta times 10.8 divided by 10.8 both sides. Then sinus 104 times 7.5 divided by 10.8 is equal to sinus beta. Okay, how am I gonna find it? I am looking for the beta here, right? Remember the last year we were using one of the function in your calculator. It's written like cosinus to the power of -1. Cosinus, it's like cosinus -1 or sinus -1. What does that mean? That means arc. We write it down, arc sinus. So let's say, so actually when you use this feature in your calculator, the B goes over here as a variable, and then every single thing over there, we know it, right? So every single thing over here goes here when you use this feature. How do I write it? We write it like this: arc sinus, the whole thing comes over here, sinus 104 times 7.5 divided by 10.8 is equal to beta. Okay, this is what we are looking for, the degree. Okay, how am I going to type this in my calculator? Very easy. Use sin -1 feature. Beta is equal to 42.4 degrees. So you just type this in here, 42.4 degrees. Now can you find the third angle? Of course, add these two, and 100 minus the sum of these two gives you the alpha. Let's do it then. Okay, we know that the triangle sum is 180, right? 180 is equal to alpha plus 104 plus 42 4, so the alpha is equal to 33.6 degrees. That's it. We are done for all Okay, let's write it down, the all informations we are given actually. So I know the A 480 and B is 6,20 and then C is 10. Wow, we do not know any angles, right? Can I use the sinus rule? Look at it. Sinus alpha divided by this. I don't know the sinus alpha, but I know this. Okay. Sinus beta, I don't know. I know. So we have two variables. So it's not gonna work. Then the Kosinussatz. Okay. Kosinussatz, what did we say? If you know the two sides and the angle between them. I know those two sides, but an angle, I don't know. But what I know is the C. I know this and this and this. So I can find this angle by using the cosinus rule. Okay, let's write it down, the cosinus rule for alpha. Let's start with alpha. You can write it down for beta or gamma, it doesn't matter. I'm going to write it down for alpha. What does that mean? That means a squared is equal to, because I am looking for it right in front of this, a squared and then b and c. A squared is equal to, it doesn't matter, b squared first, c squared first, just write it down. C squared minus 2 times b times c times cosinus alpha. Look, I know a, b, c. Just only thing is cosinus alpha, right? Yes. What is cosinus alpha? First of all, let's subtract b squared and then c squared. What is it gonna be then? A squared minus b squared minus c squared is equal to negative 2bc cosinus alpha. So divided by 2bc, okay, and then the cosinus alpha, it's gonna be a squared minus b squared minus c squared divided by minus 2bc. However, I don't care about the cosinus. I mean, I care about the cosinus alpha, but I care about the alpha, right? What I'm going to use, again, the cosinus minus 1 or arc cosinus. Cosinus minus 1 feature. So this alpha goes here and then the whole thing goes here. So let's write it down, the whole thing. A squared minus b squared minus c squared divided by minus 2bc. So it's going to give us the, so how do I type this in my calculator? Cosinus minus 1. Okay, let's type this in my calculator. I know the ABC, 21.5 degrees. Now, what did I find? 21.5 degrees. Now, I can use the sinus rule, right? I know this, for example, I know this angle and I don't know this angle. So I can use this sinus rule. Sinus 21.5 divided by this, sinus b divided by this. What I know alpha degrees and then I know a. Let's use the sinus rule to find the beta degrees. Let's do it then. Okay, sinus rule. How is it going to work? Sinus 21.5 degrees divided by, okay, 4.8 or 8, it's the same thing, and divide, it's equal to sinus beta divided by 20. Okay, bruchgleichung. Now I'm going to multiply by the Hauptnenner. So it's going to multiply by 4.80 times 6.20, right? Okay, this side it's going to be sinus 21.5 degrees times 620. It's equal to sinus beta times 480. Am I right? Yes. And then divided by 480. So sinus beta, here it's sinus beta left. So sinus 21.5 degrees times divided by 480. But I'm looking for beta. What I'm going to use, again, arc sinus. So beta is equal to arc sinus sinus 21.5 degrees times 6.20 divided by 4.8. So when you type in your calculator, let's see what is beta now. Beta is equal to 28.3 degrees. Okay, let's write it down. The beta 28.3 degrees. Then the gamma is left. So it's very easy now, right? So we know that 21.5 plus 28.3 plus gamma, it's equal to 180. Then gamma is equal to 180 minus 21.5 minus 28.3, which is equal to 130.2. Are we done with all? Yes, this is equal to 130.2 degrees. So far so good. I hope it's understood and I did them all. You can do the others. Have a wonderful day.